Today we're diving into something we do every day without even thinking much about it. It is communication. Have you ever thought about what makes communication work? Why sometimes we understand each other and sometimes not so much? Let's break it down in a fun way by talking about what communication is, the different types, and the process that makes it all happen. What does that mean? Well, basically, communication is all about sharing. Whether we're telling a friend a funny story, explaining something complicated, or just smiling at someone. We share ideas, feelings, and even our thoughts. And get this, it is how we connect. Without communication, we will all feel isolated.
Some things to know about communication.
It's always changing. Think about it. Don't you talk to your friend differently than say to your teacher or parents?
Yes.
Exactly. It takes two or more. You never just take it to yourself. There's someone else involved who has understand what you're saying. It can't be taken back. Once you say something, it's out there. So, no face back. Their heart choose your words wisely.
And it's not just about words. Sometimes you can say a lot without saying anything. A smile, a wave, a thumbs up. They'll communicate something, right? We call this non-verbal communication. So, communication is a mix of both what we say and what we don't say.
Types of communication.
Okay, so let's talk about the types of communication. We use different styles depending on the situation. First, we have verbal communication.
The most obvious one. Yes, talk. So it has two types, the oral communication and verbal communication. The oral communication, you're doing this when you chat with friends, answer questions in class, or have a conversation. On the other hand, written communication, this is where text, emails, and even your social media posts come in. Each time you write, you are communicating.
Second, the non-verbal communication.
It's amazing how much you say without the words. Crossing your arms, raising an eyebrow, giving a clap, all non-verbal. Even your tone. How you say something can change the meaning of your words. Imagine saying I'm fine with a smile versus a sigh. Totally different vibe, right?
Third, visual communication.
Ever seen a graph or an emoji that made something super clear? Well, visual communication relies on image to make ideas pop, whether it's a chart in science class or a meme that you send a friend. Visual are powerful.
The fourth is listening.
In fact, I did not think listening counted, but it totally does. Communication isn't just about talking, it's about understanding what the other person is saying too. Good listening shows respect and makes the conversation way better.
We use all these types every day, sometimes all at once. Think of a teacher showing a diagram on the board while talking. That's verbal, nonverbal, and visual communication all together. Lesson 3, the communication process.
Alright, so now we get to the communication process. Have you ever wondered why some messages lands perfectly and others don't? This process explains it. So, here how it works.
The sender is the one who kicks things off the one with the message. Imagine you're texting a friend. You're the sender. You want to tell them something.
Next up, the message itself. This is the actual information you want to share, whether it's hey, let's hang out, or I need help with homework.
Here's where it gets interesting. Encoding is about deciding how you're going to share the message. Is it a text, a call, a meme? You're putting your idea into a form your friend will understand.
The channel is just the way you send it. Maybe it's a voice note, a Snapchat, or even a quick in-person chat. Now it's your friend's turn. They're the receiver. they get the message. Hopefully, they're paying attention. Now, they're decoding, or figuring out what you mean. They'll interpret it based on their mood, what they know about you, and even the way you sent the message. Here's where your friend replies, like a sure, let's meet, or maybe a thumbs up emoji. Feedback lets you know they got it, and you're both on the same page. And here's the kicker, noise. Noise can mess things up, whether it's actual noise, like a loud room, or mental distractions, like being too stressed to pay attention. Reducing noise is key to making sure you both understand each other. So, if you ever wonder why some messages get misunderstood, it might be because of one of these steps. Maybe the encoding wasn't clear, or maybe there was just too much noise. But when it works well, communication isn't magic.
So that's the rundown on communication. What it is, the different ways we do it, and how it actually happens step by step. Pretty cool, right? Communication is the thread that connects us all. By understanding these basics, we can improve how we share and receive messages every day.
Thanks for tuning in. Let's go out there and communicate with clarity, respect, and maybe a little humor too. It's one of the best ways to connect after all.